When I close. Hey. Yo, what's good, Venom? How you doing, my guy? Side out. Inside out. Yo, can you hear the music, bro? Let me know if it's laggy. You can't hear the music? Yeah, bro, I got something going on here. I don't know what the hell. All right, let's try to rerun this. Let's see here. Hey, appreciate it, my guy. Thank you for the sub. See, I'm not even getting the notifications that actually happened. Yeah, bro. Why is my music not playing? Check. Let's try stream elements. Dímelo, Strike Boy, ¿cómo estás, compadre? ¿En qué andamos? Feliz martes, feliz martes. Yo estoy chilling, mi pana. ¿Y vos? Yo, why is the audio not working? Bro, like, there he goes. Bro, why is my music not sounding? Carajo. Oh my gosh, bro. I feel like all of my scenes, something got messed up with it. Something got messed up with it. So it's not everything is out of order. It feels like. Oh my gosh. All right, man. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Hey, what's good, Meta Dev Girl? How you doing? How's it going? Yo, gotta give a shout out. How you doing, Meta Dev Girl? How's it going? What is that? Oh, you playing Spider-Man. Let's go. I did touch some stuff. Feliz, igualmente, Strike Boy. Feliz que estés por acá, mi pana. Ojalá que estés bien. Ojalá que tu martesito esté bien durísimo. Pero sí, mi brother. I gotta go shower. I just got done throwing a football with my dad. That's dope. We stayed outside for a couple hours. Hey, you need to touch grass, fam. Right? You need to touch grass. So that's a good time to do. Did I touch things before I stopped stream? No, but I did touch things before coming on stream. But now that I'm looking at this looks like it's outdated actually. Hold on. Okay. Can we hear the music now? We cannot. Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh. I realized that OBS does not play the audio if it's not on track 1. No clue how many streams had no audio before then. Gotcha. Yeah. So that's the reason why I'm able to play music that's copyright protected, because I route it all off track 1. So like all our VODs don't get recorded with the actual copyrighted audio. But yeah, it was tripping. I don't know why. It should be good now though, right? Just double checking. Well, how you been, Metadev Girl? I haven't seen you in a minute. What you been up to? How's parenting life? How's entrepreneur life? How's like all the projects you've been working on? How you been? Sí, Strike Boy. Ella es una amiga que también es una streamer y ella es bien cool, bien chévere. Tirarle un follow, mi brother, para que lo vea. I was teaching some 16 to 24-year-olds Python this summer. That was interesting, LOL. Did you grab enough content? Did you grab some content so you can post and do all of that, or you just you good and feel satisfied with just the teaching the 16 to 24 year olds? Um, Getting ready for the Q4 2026 kickoff push. Dope, dope. I mean, what's in the plan for Q4, if you don't mind me asking? They gave me an eye twitch. Yo, I mean, okay. All right, let me ask you. What's harder? Teaching 16 to 24 years old or teaching your son how to, I don't know, do something right now? You damn, I was actually twitching after 2 weeks. That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, I believe it. I believe it. Um, but hey, Meta Dev Girl, now that I have you here, actually, I do have something I could maybe you can sign up for it if you want. Maybe you can sign up for it. But here it is. Oh, for sure. Yeah, that's what I would think. Um Let me oh, is that what it's called? There we go. So if you want, I've been working on a mobile application for Twitch streamers. And if you want to sign up for it, feel free to do so. There's the website there. But this is a tool to help streamers sort of unclutter the clips that they capture on Twitch. The idea is to eventually support Kick, but for now, it's only going to be Twitch. And the idea is, you can scroll through all of your clips just like you would do for Instagram Reels or TikTok, and then you'll pick whichever ones you want to keep, whichever ones you want to organize, and then eventually export them out to, whatever social media you want to export it to. So I'm building this actually for myself. I'm building it for myself because I have a hard time. Like, I capture a bunch of clips, but I have a hard time going back and sifting through all of my clips and see which ones are good, which ones I don't like, and then just like clean up my clutterness that I have in my clips. So I'm just building this tool for myself. I actually was joining hackathon to try to build this and release it, but I'm gonna miss the deadline. The deadline is tomorrow. So, but I'm pretty close to finishing it. We sure do. We sure do. We sure do. It's been a minute, since I've seen you. I don't get notifications that you've been live that often, but I figured you've been busy. Cool, cool. Then I'll definitely catch your stream when you hop on. All right. So honestly, I've been online here and there, but just to start daycare full time on Monday. Okay, okay. So I mean, that's exciting and scary at the same time, right? Having a kid going, your child going to daycare for the first time full time can be a little bit, I remember my daughter when she went for the first time. It was kind of like a daycare slash pre-K school. So they had a bunch of, like, they were teaching them to do certain things, eventually to read and all of that. But my daughter was like crying her eyes off, and it was a little tough, but she survived. She survived. All right, I'm gonna go now. LOL. I'll be back in around 30 minutes to an hour. All right, Venom. I'll see you in a bit, bro. It's preschool. Okay, okay, yeah. So, well, good luck to Justice and to yourself. We both need it. Hey, I hear you. I hear you. I mean, that's cool. Well, now you're gonna have a little bit more time to focus on some of your stuff, like going live, and I'll definitely be there to check you out. But yeah, we should definitely catch up and talk a little bit. I don't know about different things, because we haven't talked in a minute. But so today, today I actually came on, and I didn't know if I was gonna have a plan or not. Like, I honestly, um, I was thinking I could either work on the stream, right? Because I need to work on. like a lot of my animations and stuff don't look well. I feel like it's something I could definitely improve on to improve y'all's experience. And here, let me show y'all what I've been working on for some of y'all who oh my gosh, I can't open it. It's not working anymore. What? I'm gonna have to repatch it and show it. But I'm working to try and get a snap camera set up to have like a pickle filter, and then we can, you know, if y'all want to convert me to little pickle, that can happen. But on top of that, there's some other stuff that I think I want to clean up here on the stream. But also, I want to work on my app, and I got to a point where the app just I don't know where to go from here. So I was in between: do I code, do I work on my stream, or do I continue playing Hollow Knight? I think I'm gonna stick with coding. But yeah, MetaDev Girl. Since I know a lot of the last streams I've been watching by you, you've done a lot of ML training, you know, a lot of AI toolings. It's been a while, right? Since we've talked, and it's been a while since I've seen you do a stream like that. So my question to you, um, what do you think about Claude, Cursor, all these other tools? Are you using these tools? Yeah, just curious about your thoughts currently about it. But in the meantime, y'all let me know if the stream is like choppy. Cause I might have to quit like Xcode or something. Yeah, I just quit Xcode actually. Is this already running? Oh whoa. Ah whoa. How your bad so? All right, so the cool thing is that this app is going to be supported for both iOS and Android. And I'm doing it from one code base. So I think that's pretty cool. Everything okay? But yeah, I have it here. The app kind of working. Who cares YouTube? Are you there, bro? I honestly I need some help. Whoever has any sort of, I guess, advice on what to do next when it comes to this app, please let me know. I'm having an issue because there's two ways I can support auto playing videos on the app. Twitch provides me with an embedded URL that I can use with an iframe to play the actual video. And what that looks like, I'll show y'all an example here. Tú me resaltas. Do I have an example here? I should have an example here somewhere. Tú me resaltas. Hold on. I need to look at it anyways myself. Tú y yo, tú y yo. Where's this damn thing at? Here we go. Where's an example? So streaming. Oh, okay. What's up? No, I just vienes. Odio cuando te vas. Bro, where is... I was basically fighting with Android Studio yesterday. All right, this one might work here. Let's see here. Yeah, let's open this. And then let me get an actual clip ID, which I can get from my database here. I'll show you this. So yeah, so this right here is a URL that I'm hosting. This is a website that I'm hosting, and once I give it the clip ID, it will go through and put everything in the iframe, so then it reads it directly from this embedded URL that Twitch gives you. The problem is, for my Android application, or mobile application for that matter, it does not render. It's not rendering at all. It looks like this. It just looks black. So I just don't know where to go from here. I don't know what to do when it comes in terms of being able to, como se dice, how can I render this iframe in my web view? Especially since whenever you are, okay, let me, I'm trying to find my thoughts here. So the Twitch API gives me back a list of downloads, a list of URLs that I can use to download the actual video. However, it also gives me a URL so I can embed the actual video. Whenever we're making a request to either stream the video that's being embedded or to download the video from the URL, isn't that a download anyways in both? Like that's what I'm a little stuck on right now. So I need to figure out how to handle that. Oh my gosh, this is just so nasty. All right, this is what we're gonna do. I am going to just delete all of this here, or comment this out. And we're going to use the web view itself, right? We have a web view. Isn't this a composable? Let me see. Jetpack compose. Web view. Let's see here. Yeah, I thought. Why does this remember it? Manage web view state. Web view is commonly used component of advanced systems. Okay, yeah, sure. WebView for JetBrains Compose Multiplatform. Hoy se prende, hoy se gasta. Provides the basic WebView functionalities. Currently supports the platforms of Android, iOS, and desktop. Has 834 stars. I mean, I don't mind using this. Starting from version, we switched JavaFX to, okay. Can be created using remember view state. Okay. All right, let me try two things. First and foremost, let's just do this here. And then we can set the web client here. Settings that client. How do you set the hosted URL here? Mami, ¿qué tú quieres? Que te quedó tiburón. Web view client equals object. Web view client. But then we give it the URL, right? Se merece todo. Se merece todo. Post delay. Why do we do post delay? Okay, let's see. Load URL. And let's do hosted URL. But for now, I'm just going to say HTTPS localhost 8080. And let's see API Explorer. Let's see if this works. Hey, so I don't know if y'all heard, but Bad Bunny, he's finna perform at the Super Bowl. A lot of people tripping about it. Bam. Yeah, I think I might use this. Hmm? If you want to just use WebView and Jetpack Compose, please visit this repo. All right, so when I click this, that's fine. That makes sense since we don't have HTTPS. All right. I just want to make sure this actually loads. It does load. Okay. On the top floor of the building. It's Web Chrome client. What's a Web Chrome client? Yo, bro, this guy, fam. Yo, Barry, my guy. You ain't gotta raid me all the time, man. But I appreciate the fuck out of it, bro. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in, y'all. Yo, this man, bro. I can't believe you, bro. Thank you so much for the raid again. Only you press save. Only. Let's see what were you up to today, man? Did you get any wins? Pick a shot win. At the hour mark, bro, you can spin or you can pay for bits and the spin will happen. Bro, that's a very old clip. Pick a shot at the At the hour mark, bro. If that's what you into. At the hour mark. Thank you so much for the raid again, my guy. Hope you're being all right. Just got done digging in, bro. BBL raid, that's crazy. BBL raid is crazy, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you so much, bro. Hopefully I get to see you this Friday, man. If not, I do plan to go hoop on Saturday. All right. So we have two different things here. We have a web view client. We also have a web Chrome client. Barry sucks at basketball, doesn't he? I mean, to be honest, with everybody that I go hoop with, I much rather play with Barry. Cause he has like no, I'm not lying. Like for real. This man, he passes the ball. Like he plays to win, he passes the ball, he makes the right moves. He's slow as shit. But I mean he can shoot threes like a mofo and he passes the ball a lot. Bro, he can get a bucket if he needs to, but that's the cool thing about playing with Barry. He recognizes his players and he'll distribute. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like him and I sometimes have a connection too. Like he'll hit me in the post. He goes to the corner. I hit him back in the corner. And he hits a three for game. Like for sure. I mean, he is slow. Like come on, but you know. So when he plays basketball, he plays to his slowness. He makes everybody play to his level. You know, and that in itself is hard to do. And he does it. But yeah, nah, he don't pay me nothing, bro. He paid me with a raid. There you go. Just kidding. But appreciate the raid again, Barry. Thank y'all for coming in here. For those of you who don't know who I am a friend of Barry's in real life, but F that for now. But I am a mobile engineer. I develop apps for a living. And I'm currently just trying to build apps for myself to hopefully get passive income and live off of that instead of my day-to-day. And right now I'm working on an app for iOS, Android, and desktop for Twitch streamers to organize their clips. So let's go. That's what I'm up to today. Sorry to hear that, Sag. Dang. But yeah, how was the raid? Did he get a lot of loot? You know, he's lucky I don't play Escape from Tarkov, because if not, I'll be cooking him up every time, man. You can quote me on that too. All right, let's download all these resources to get some documentation going on. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, we do have some special redeems here on the stream. If you're a sub, you can spin a reward, and you give me a chance to take a pickle shot. Granted that we're practically finished with the pickle shots, or if you want to donate bits, at least 500 bits, then you can get a shot at the spin as well. But if y'all stick around till the hour mark, I'm sure y'all will see somebody spin the damn thing. But yeah, let's read up some documentation here. All right, we have a web view. In most cases, we recommend using a standard web browser like Chrome to deliver content to the user. Web view objects allow you to display web context. Okay, so then what is the web Chrome client? Web Chrome client. I guess I have to look up this documentation here. Web Chrome client. There you go. Versus, yeah, web client. 15 years ago. What the hell? Let's see here. API references. This has been available since API level 1. That's crazy. I think safe to say is I don't want to use the web Chrome. Yo tengo un flow cabrón. Oh shoot, wrong command. No sé. Tener roce. Aquí no. All right, bro. I don't know what. Ooh, nope. Okay. I don't think the web client is what we want to do. I'm gonna go ahead and use this library actually. Well, okay. Let's see here. GitHub. How about that? We'll open GitHub from the app. So let's see what this does. Yo tengo un flow cabrón. El plan. Me conoce. Rosé. All right. So this is working. Okay. So if I were to use this instead. API Explorer. All right, so this does work. Okay, so if I were to hard code this, if I were to copy this here, and I say clip / here, and I just want to verify that this is indeed the website. It is. All right, let's go ahead and run this again. Oh man. Okay, this doesn't load anything up, and I need to understand why. Let me see here. One more thing I can try to do. Thing is, this doesn't give me any error. Actually, let's do this here. Can I implement web client? Let's see. Can we override on page finish? Override on page finish. Yeah, let's see what does this. This does. I said does this. Bro, I swear my ADHD just. Let's see this error. Do we cause Hijo de la gran puchica la mi pana. Yo, what's up, boss gangs? Damn. Fam, you scared the hell out of me, bro. Dímelo, boss. How you doing, my guy? Yo, that scared the hell out of me. Aire. Para elevarme y cantarte. Yo, that's crazy. Oh my gosh, bro. Smokey. Thank you. Appreciate the follow, my guy. But damn, bro. I need to lower that shit. Driving me crazy over here. Trying to lower the volume. Que soy tu pai. Size. Don't try. How's it going, Smokey and Boss Gangs? Y'all doing all right? Oh, Lord. Oh, God. Oh, God. iframe. This doesn't exist. Chilling? That's what's up, man. So were you trolling Barry today? Un tema, boa. Hey, si se Ganja pura mari. 8. Parent, we need the parent to be 10.0.2.2, I think. Let's add another one. The local host. Let's see if that does anything. This embedded is misconfigured. Okay, well, let's see here. Oh, blaze it up. Rasta. Pasa. All right, this says clearly something is not loading correctly. So let me see if we can do an iframe in Jetpack Compose. Jetpack Compose. Si se pura marihuana. Prendelo. I see. Yo fumo marihuana desde el placer. Marihuana. Una droga. No controla. De alerta. Okay, yeah. We're gonna have to go ahead and maybe use this library. 1 and 2. I think that might be the quickest way to test this out. Okay, we're gonna try one more thing though. Where's my Chrome inspector? Hola. Oh God. Oh God. Let's hit play. And then let's inspect this here. All right, so error, there's no error. Unable to load clip. Please show connection. Why is this not displaying? Okay, had this show. Okay, no, never mind. This might not need to be shown. FEE. Todo el mundo. FEE. Préndelo. Pasa, prende, pasa. Hola. Localhost, and it's also using this one, bro. Sí, sé. Failed. The server responded with a 4.4. Si te quieres divertir. Solo tienes que decidir. Un grano en Nueva York. Si te quieres divertir. Bro, this is ridiculous, man. Yeah, because this works here. 4 de julio, 4th of July. Let's hard code this. This is not going to work, but I wonder if it's going to give me a different error. See. All right, this look a little bit different now. Si te quieres divertir. Hey. It's not hidden in the network inspector. Then how the hell? Boom. Page finished loading. Okay, let's see here. Twitch API, Twitch embed clip, Android. I am developing an Android app with Twitch. I want to show my video. Here's the iframe, the parent. Oh, he's doing Jetpack Compose. When I run, it shows an available page, blocked by response, solved by impose 4. I wrote a valid URL and it works. I set the valid URL in the iframe source. What's the valid URL here? Sigue aquí tomándose otro trago. Where's the valid URL defined? The value of parent field, you must specify the entire chain of domains that are involved in embedding the clip, video, or stream. That is, you cannot specify the localhost. You need real URLs. If at least one domain is not specified, the clip will not be displayed correctly. Localhost is valid parent for embeds. The problem here is that on Android, it's not a web page on localhost. It's likely something else. And John's solution, how would... Okay. Otro que se jode también sin... Como nunca. Ahora a lo oscuro y sin disimulo. Okay. This makes sense. This makes sense. To show this Twitch embedded on iOS, I have a content view file with a main structure like this. Then I have a scene function in my scene delegate that displays the Twitch embedded as expected when opening an iOS phone. Okay. Thank you for the code. This helped a lot. Hey, looked like people were creating the same thing as me. Yeah. Bien duro. Works on Android, but on iOS, we receive the following message. This video is either enabled. What's up, ENG? Not Todd. Uh-oh. Why are you looking up for my commands? Hopefully you don't spin nothing. Okay. This looks okay. I'm doing the same exact thing. The only difference here is this iframe is a little bit different. Oh my gosh, this is a long post. Is there anything on Android here? Let's see this here. Android WebView, this embedded is misconfigured. This is back before COVID. Or during COVID. Non-HTTPS sites should plan accordingly if they intend on continued use of Twitch embedded experiences that are currently in operation on their site. I mean, I'm using ENG, which has it as a HTTPS, so it should be okay for now. Yeah, let's see if we can search here. Twitch, Android, embed, right? Embed. Okay, yeah, embed Twitch. And bro, I can't spell embed Twitch Android. Bro, no help at all. Okay, let's see here. Twitch embed clip Android. And let's search the last hour, but last year. Intermittent problem creating clips via API. This is not what I need. But I do have I want to use the clip creation later on. Embed Twitch clip Android. Bro, this. All right, let's think, bro. Let's think, man. Something is going on. There's a set of rules that are required by Twitch in order for me to be able to use its get clips, right? So, how to use clips here? Let's take a look at this, man. Get embed clips. Here we go. Embedded video clips. There are 3 types of VODs. The guide discusses 3 techniques for embedding videos and clips. Embedding live streams. Embedding clips. Okay, clip requires to have a parent. The parent is the domains that will be embedded in Twitch. Okay. So when it comes to this here, I am embedding both the local host, myself. All right. Can we change this here? Okay, see. HTTPS Barbie. De nuevo meterle al beat. Pero ¿cómo que volví? Yo no entiendo. O sea, yo nunca me fui. Más duro que el bicho mío. Sale partido. Pal de sobrino. El que no me dice papi, me dice tío. A hint to the browser about what the developer thinks will lead to the best user experience. Callejón. De 1,000,000. ¡Wow! Tengo la grasa. Tengo el piquete que mueve la masa. Arcángel suena. ¡Ey! Por malo. Arcángel lleva. Y nosotros no lo tenemos. Tu ronca cabrón y tu novia así. Sí, digo que sí. Le digo que sí. Yeah, this person here, they did the iframe like this and then added that here. I set the same valid URL, load data with base URL. Soy un puta de que nací. I don't understand what this is. So is it a full URL? I want to share the guide here. Gancho. Same thing. When I run, it shows unavailable page or error blocked by response. All right, let me try by doing this here. Es que los nervios necesiten después de dos cosas. Hoy no hay excusa. Y si se saca, se usa. Si mi 40 fuera Versace en la cara, te hacemos una medusa. Usa, cabrón. Con el papalusa. Marihuana, la juca pastilla. Cadilla. Ups. Nada como yo. So this here is adding. So this is the actual clip URL, the embedded clip URL. Okay. So let's try to add that here. Let's see here. Val clip URL equals this. That's the local host. But then here, the way they load it differently. It's a load base with URL here. The valid URL is going to be what's my valid URL? Hoy me levanté del lado izquierdo de la cama. Okay. Ese rollo felicite Marie. See, this answer is a good. So, whenever we are asking questions and answering questions, we should always answer in a way that we ourselves can, when we read it, understand what the fuck we meant when we wrote that out. In this scenario here, there's a valid URL that he's mentioned and referencing here. And although yes, it works, there's nothing is telling me what the hell is the valid URL for. Or like, how did he generate that valid URL? I wrote a valid URL. Well, what the hell is a valid URL? You need real URLs. Hace 15 años atrás quedaba más. Okay, let's see here. What is this here? Base URL. The URL to use as the page's base URL. Okay. Por la sencilla razón de que me crié con los dueños. Empezó a picar. And that's the one that he passed along here. Iba a tocar. Ya me acostumbré a siempre ganar como el 23. Ya me acostumbré a callarle la boca al que no me cree. Ya me acostumbré. El precio de lo que compré. All right, let's see here. Web page not available. Error blocked by response. Okay, so this is the same error he was getting here. Okay, what if I get rid of this here? Hey, I'm at 6:30 now, though. Okay. What are we seeing here now? Hey, hermano, un clump. Duro como don. Oh, okay, yeah, I am loading the HTML. But that's not loading. Okay, so should we do this? Precio de lo que compré. For the reading here, look, it's likely something else. Okay, then what does this say? I was able to make this solution work for iOS and Android. In case it's helpful, let me share how I set up a test. First thing I did was create an index.html file with the following code, and I uploaded it to my website. I'll change the domain for my example to be mywebsite.com. And the embedded is therefore viewable at, okay. So we have this player with the channel and your website. Okay, I can take a look at what mines look like here in the player routes. Iframe. I have a clip ID. Right, that's what it works. It's like you have this, you have a clip ID, then you have a parent. Right? Parent params. Let me check my server. Yeah, honest. Yeah, honest. All right, I'm gonna hard code this value actually. I'll duplicate. Oops. I'll add this here and comment it. And then let's see here. Okay, we have this. Let's not worry about the rest. So far, the source is this. We have a parent, right? Okay. So all it was is the parent. Set a height and a width. Let's set a height and a width here. A ver qué pasa. Pick up the stick. Oh, I already have this here. Let's, instead of doing it like that, let's add actual. Yeah, let's see what this does. Frame border 0, scrolling no, allow full screen. True. Okay, to show this Twitch embedded in iOS, I have a content view Swift file with the main struct. Okay, this makes sense, right? You just call in the endpoint that you hosted yourself with the embedded URL. Okay, so this works by default on iOS. For Android, I tried example using Kotlin and API level 28 in my main activity on create function. I set up a web view like this. And all you did was load this URL. This display Twitch embedded in the web view as expected. Okay. He has a gist here. Let's see what this gist says. It's only for iOS. Okay. We can go ahead and try the Android one. Eyes don't have OS. What do you mean, bro? This shit don't work. I mean, the only thing that's different is, yeah, this here. I have the parent already here. Paciencia. No te acabas. So let's do load URL and just call this one. This is exactly what I'm trying to call. LOL wordplay there. iOS. Oh my gosh. See, I'm so gullible, bro. Wow. I don't have OS. Oh my gosh. Okay. That's a dad joke. That's definitely a dad joke. But it's okay. We enjoy dad jokes here. It doesn't fucking work. I'm about to give up, bro. I'm about to give up. Okay, let me restart my server real quick though. I didn't do that. Okay. Is it running? It is. So let's go ahead and open this again. It should be a little bit different. No, it still has the parent, which is not what we want. Let's rerun this. That shouldn't have any effect on it though. Okay, yeah, there's a multiple parents, but that's not what we're doing. At this point now, if we go back to here, yeah, see, it's different now. This is exactly how to have it. The parent, the clip, the embedded. Let's go, bro. Cool. You're almost there then. This doesn't work. How many bosses you have left? Shit, I'm about to quit and go play myself, man, because I am not making any progress at all, bro. This doesn't work. Okay, is my web view modifier? What's the modifier here? Modifier fills max size, fill max width. Yeah. What the hell? This is good. Palabra. Paulo Londra. Oh my gosh, bro, this is. What's up, Nicholas? How you doing, my guy? I am trying to render a web view that contains an iframe so I can play the embedded links that Twitch provided to me. However, it's not working and I can't get it to load. There's nothing for me to debug. I'm reading here like these forums for Twitch, and they gave some suggestions. For instance, this guy said, okay, if you want to load an iframe, go ahead and create an endpoint on your server that will render this actual HTML and then render that URL in your web view, which is what I'm doing, but it doesn't work. So I don't know, Nicholas. I don't know, bro. Have you ever rendered an iframe inside of a web view? What's up? Came out back. How you doing, man? Well. Are you saying that because I'm doing a web view, an iframe? Either 75% or 80%. I got 6 out of 22 left. Dope. I'm doing all right, bro. I'm honestly a little frustrated right now because I've been going with this particular problem. I've been looking into it since yesterday, and I have yet to been able to figure out how to get this to render. And the reason I'm having to use a web view and an iframe is because that's how Twitch Twitch gives me back an API, or they give me back a URL that I can use to embed the videos, right? So I'm trying to use that instead of actually downloading the file and then play that file that's being downloaded. I think if I download the file, right, is storage space. I could stream the download, but that's not what that endpoint is for. So I don't know, man. I'm a little, but then the experience might be bad if I don't download the video. Like, I'm at a crossroads right now, I think, in deciding what I need to do. Like, I need to either say, okay, F it, everything on my feed screen right here, everything on this screen is just gonna be a stream of a video using the Twitch Downloads API. Either that, or I'm going to render the video using the embedded URL they gave me. But if that happens, I'm gonna have way less control of what the video looks like and how to deal with that. So I'm at a crux right now. I think I'm at a crossroads, and I need to really pick one and go. Right now, the easiest thing to do is to just go down through the download route, but it's not working very well. Do you have any of your code push? I would love to see the code directly. Seems like you're using an Android view. Are you using a web view inside of an Android view? Yes, I am using an Android view inside of a web. Sorry, I am using a web view inside of an Android view. But to answer your question, Nicholas, do I have this pushed? I do. However, since I am planning on selling this application, like in terms of subscription, all the code is private. So unfortunately, I can't give you access to it. So I can show you what I have so far, right? Disregard everything that's happening up here. This is the main thing that we need to look at. And came my back, bro. If you have any freaking suggestions, please let me know, man. I hope you're doing okay too. Yeah, here we are. But look, so what I'm doing right now is I have this web view, right? And then I have this load URL, which this here is something on my server. This is something on my server. And in my server, I have an iframe, and the iframe then goes and gets the embedded clip. And I'm abiding by all the rules that freaking Twitch is forcing me to do. And I can show you that because if I were to copy this URL here, that's going to my actual server, and it renders this HTML here. If I were to go and put this in the actual browser, it works. It works. The problem is it doesn't work inside of my web view. Why don't we like the download version? I mean, the reason I'm not downloading it is because here, I'll show you real quick. Twitch, here you go. Get clips. So this get clips download URL, this is what Twitch provides to me. And they will return a list of URLs we can use to actually download the video itself. Yo, appreciate that, Venom. Thank you so much for the sub, my guy. You back? Welcome back in, man. But yeah, so this downloads API returns this URL that I can use. However, I am not sure of the limits of using this URL, right? Because if I download it, if I download the actual video, let me think about this. Just to kind of explain K-Mac, the purpose of my application is for you to be able to manage your clips. Yes, I could maybe not download it, but I could stream the video. Here, will it expire? It could expire. It could expire. So this gives you back, and here I can't show you right now, but it does have a 24-hour expiration link. So I would have to refetch this URL from time to time. But if I use the embedded URL, then I don't have to worry about expiration, right? And it will just show up. Granted that the idea of this application is for you to filter out the clips that you want and the ones that you don't want. So maybe it might be okay for us to use the download link, since once you go through your clips, you either will love it or you would hate it. And then you filter them all out or whatever you want to do. And then at the end, you'll eventually end up in a spot where you don't have any more clips to go through. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Is it Jetpack Compose or Compose Multiplatform? This is Compose Multiplatform. I'm using Compose Multiplatform. Maybe that's one of the issues. ENG. Nicholas, this has got to sound really stupid and it's probably enabled, but LOL, did you enable JavaScript on your web view? I didn't see it. I did not enable it for this build, but let me go ahead and do it. If I were to do here, settings, settings, that JavaScript enable equal true, and let's run that. Yeah, and I just end up in this black screen. And if I were to use the Chrome inspec to actually open the file. Oh man, I have so many of these open. Hold on. Yeah, so if I were to run this, here we got some errors here. Hold on, let's redo this. Failed to get log level override from local storage. Too many requests. Y lo que haces. I mean, I see the embedded call being made here. I see a white preview, which matches or matched usually what we saw here. I don't know, man. The problem I see with the iframe is that the user also needs to be authenticated during that session in order to see the contents from within that iframe. A security consideration is also, I see what you can do with the policy. Otherwise, people can do click injection. So, I hear what you're saying. Who cares, YouTube? But I do think that my user will be authenticated at this point. Not only would they be authenticated already, but this embedded URL is actually public. This is actually public. You can grab this URL and use it with anything you want. So like I could send it to you and it will load. Oh shit. So like if you were to go to like, yeah, the clip URL, it will load for you too. So I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know how to handle this. Does it render other frames that's not yours? I wonder if it's a problem with the frame you're rendering versus the code you have. Would be nice to know that. Yeah, that's a good question. So you're basically saying, could we try rendering this a different iframe, a different source URL for the iframe? And we can try that. Oh yeah. So, golly, bro. Here we go. This guy. Fuck, man. This motherfucker, bro. He pops in and this is what we get, bro. He pops in and this is all we get, man. Damn. What's up, man? Welcome on in. Welcome on in. No sound alerts. Y'all didn't get any sounds? What the flip? I hear the sounds. Yo, I didn't touch anything with this. What is going on, man, with my sound? Send to overlay. Yeah. Bro, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. No. All right, hold on. Let me play it and let's see let's try to fix this real quick. I just want to see here if the sound actually plays. Play sound. Okay. And this goes out. Have default center override. Okay. Do y'all hear this? Y'all probably don't hear that. Now you can? Okay. Let me ask you a question now. How about now? Still? Needs to be louder? Nah, bro. It was really loud earlier. Okay, okay. This spin is not valid, all right? Can y'all hear that? Let's see, Nicholas. Yeah, that's not hosted on your server directly. Yeah, if you have a URL, an iframe, a URL I could use, let me know, Nicholas. I'm guessing I could just do like google.com, right? I could do something like this, right? That should work. Y'all didn't hear that one. Okay. I don't know why y'all didn't hear that one. How about now? Can y'all hear it now? No, really. Y'all are tripping. Hell no. That ain't happening. Bro. Okay, let me try something else here. Let me try one more thing. Can y'all hear it now? No? Bro, what the hell is going on? I didn't touch anything. I have not touched anything. Literally, I have not. Bro. Y'all, we need to make this a little bit more robust, man. Nicholas, I'm testing it out with Google. Let's see here. Yeah, it doesn't render Google at all. Can you even render Google via... Oh, wait. I need to restart my server. Mono and Z, I got questions for you, bro. Major questions, my guy, on Compose Multiplatform. All right. This is not working. Why is this not... Let's see here. Settings. Send to overlay for the audio. Yeah. All right, let's try this way here. Let's try one more time. Presets. Can y'all hear this one? No, bro, I don't know what's going on with my thing then. I honestly don't know. This is actually frustrating. You heard the got him. Okay, I mean, you heard the got him. So let's see here. When is the run custom script? Conditional effects. Here we go. Pick a shot. So you heard the got him. You heard this one, which is out the app default. Okay, and then this sound is out. It's just default. Oh, spin overlay. App default. How about now? Okay, you hear it now. But very quiet. Okay, that's fine. we're gonna adjust that here in a second. If this is the app default, okay, I want to send this to the overlay. Overlay instance sent to spin overlay. No. Hold on. Settings, system default. Actually, okay. Send that to the overlay. Presets. And we're going to keep this as app default, because that's what the conditional effect is, right? App default. Okay. Now, y'all are probably okay, I want to test something out. I'm going to spin it twice. I'm guessing y'all can't hear anything, right? You can hear it? I can't hear it. And how the hell are y'all can hearing it? Yo, I can't. What the flip is going on? All right, let's try one more time. Yeah, bro, I can't hear this at all. The volume went down. Sorry, I'm exploding y'all head ears. Yeah, it's probably because I can't hear the overlay. I can hear the emotional damage. So let me double check here. Hold on. Edit. Conditional effects. When it's burpees. Shades. Pick a shot. But where's the burpees? Otherwise, it's burpees. What sound is this? Yes, this is emotional damage. This is app default. My bad, bro. My bad. I probably shouldn't be testing this out as we're doing it here. I don't know why the hell. I don't hear the spin at all. But y'all hear it. I hear that. I hear the got him. That's some pickle shots. That goes through the app default. All right, bro. I'm gonna have to. I don't know. We're gonna have to. Oh, so we heard the spin, but not the got him. Oh my gosh. I heard the got him, but I didn't hear the spin. And they're both going out to app default, right? So this is the audio output is app default, and for the conditional effects too, here app default. Oh my gosh, everything is app default, and this one too. Bro, all of them are going through the app default, but then I can only hear one of them. Okay. I don't know. I don't know how to fix this, and we're not gonna spend more time on it. But yeah, I can hear that one. I don't know, man. Let's try this out real quick, and then we eat the candy. You heard both. Okay, cool. Nicholas, are you still there, bro? It's not rendering Google. It is not rendering google.com. Okay, well, this makes sense, I guess. Refuse to connect. iframe URL example. All right, cool. Can we try that then? No soy de Argentina, pero hincha de tu boca. Me too, bro. Me too. Nicholas, bro, I don't think it worked for me. It's not even rendering any iframes. All right, Mono and Z, bro. Which one do you want? ¿Cuál? Let's see here. Let's try to run this again. From London. There's only one answer. Those jelly beans are weak sauce. He said the Shrek one, bro. Pause. Y'all are two peas in a pod is what y'all are. All right. Nicholas, yeah, so it's not rendering at all. So I went to this website here called is the example.com/page.html. And as you can see here in my inspect, actually, let's reload this. In the inspect, we can see the example.page, but it's not rendering here at all on my web view. So there's something definitely going wrong with this web view. I don't know. Yeah, no logs in my logcat. I'm gonna have to like add some stuff here in the onReceive error. Let's see here. Log that D. Okay, Android. Yeah. Let's see what this says. All right, bro. Shrek, and that's what I'm saying. Who cares? He said Shrek, bro. That's wild, fam. That's actually kind of wild. All right, bro. Let's see here. I got you, fam. I am not looking forward to this, bro. Mono and Z. Here you go, bro. I'm gonna be really rude right now to you, Mono and Z. I'm about to diss the hell out of you, bro. Look, I hope since you went to your trip, right, and you broke your arm, not your actually arm, but you know which hand I'm talking about. I hope you get a replacement. And the replacement is they took a bunch of olives. They threw olives and they, how you say liqueur in Spanish, in English? They blended all of the olives and then they made a big old mold of olives. And all those olives molds became fingers. And now you have to type with olive fingers. And then whenever you're trying to like, I don't know, wipe something off your face and then you just get swiped full of olives all in your mouth, man. Yeah, I wish all of that for you. Here you go, bro. This is for you, my guy. Let's go. F you, Mono Z. Ah! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Whew. Oh. Yeah. Uh-huh. You're becoming a troll over here, too, Mono Z. Spin for shades and hats. Uh-huh. See, como no. Web views are so weird in Android Compose half the time it doesn't work, lol. Sorry, I'm debugging with you, haha. What library of Compose material are you using? Don't, who cares, YouTube? Nicholas, so, and to throw in a different, to throw in some more, what's the word? Leña al fuego, as we say in Spanish. But to throw more, wrinkles, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm not using Compose, like Jetpack Compose regularly. I'm using Compose Multiplatform. So let's see, Compose Multiplatform web view. Is that a thing? Actually, I was gonna try and use this library. Let me just try and use this library instead. What's good, DM Bull? How you doing, my guy? How you doing today, man? I came across your website in the Discord. Which one was it? Is the one for monthly expenses? Is that? Do you have users for that website as well, DM Bull? Why not? Who cares, YouTube? Why would I want you to do a spin and get me a shades or get me a hat when you know what the possibilities are? Come on, bro. Oh yeah, that's right. You're using Compose Multiplatform. Yeah, it's not on the latest version of the Compose that's out there for native development. Yeah, bro. It's not. But to be honest, I don't think it's a WebView issue. I honestly don't think it's a WebView issue. It's a WebView plus iframe issue that I'm dealing with. Nah, bro. But with your odds, you know what's gonna have. Yeah. Let me take a look. Let me run it real quick. After the ads, Mono and Z, I'll show it to you. Because right now it's kind of odds are blocking it. Ads are blocking it. Yo, Diembo, appreciate the sub, my guy. Nah, with your odds, you finna hit me with a pickle shot. Which, by the way, your boy's running out. It's running out. So I'm gonna have to re-up on that. But also, I followed your advice. Who cares, YouTube? So y'all can check that out if you want. You can add other suggestions since y'all been telling me, oh, can you get a PO box so we can send you stuff? Can we? Well, if y'all want to add the Amazon link here and then we can get some other things, then by all means. Hijo de la gran puchica, la little Carlito, mi brother. Gracias por seguirme, little Carlito. Damn. Yes, I'm happy, man. I'm happy you finished your hackathon app. What is your hackathon app? Was it the app that you were building? Dímelo, little Carlito. What's good, bro? ¿En qué andas hoy? Me asustaste, ahora me tienes que decir algo, mi pana. Me tenés que saludar. ¿De dónde vienes? What you up to, Carlito? I mean, it's pretty up to date, but there are known issues with the library. Not saying that's the issues, just a thought. For sure. For sure. Code and Craft, evening. What's up, Code and Craft? How you doing, my guy? Yeah, bro. Drop the link, man. Drop the link here. Drop the link in the Discord, wherever you want, bro. Let's support DM Bull with his hackathon project for sure. Dímelo, Ergon. Yo, pues, pana, ¿en qué andamos hoy? I don't know. Who cares? You're the one that told me Throne. You told me to use Throne so we can do wish lists and stuff. So I'm following your advice, my guy. I don't know what all it supports. I will say though, that's crazy, bro. $8.31 for shipping. That's wild, fam. All right, Mono and Z, let's inspect. Let's inspect. Code and Craft, how you doing today, man? What you been up to? You coding today? Ergon, ¿en qué estás trabajando hoy, mi pana? Here's the app, Notolio.com. Let's take a look here. Save any web article with a URL. Get AI summaries, flashcards, and organize tags automatically. That's cool. I don't know if that actually matters though. LOL. And let's see here. How can we vote? This is cool, bro. Did you show me this before? I feel like you either showed me this before or I saw this somewhere. You didn't show me this before. Okay. I feel like I saw this somewhere. Price category OpenAI. Dope. Okay. How can we vote for this, bro? Do you have a sign in? Fucking John to that. Oh man. Oh my gosh, bro. I'm Eddie Pond. Yeah, let's pull it up on the phone because that's the only. Let's go. Speaking of Creole, all right, brother man, Codecraft. You say you're doing well, all right. You're working on one of your APIs. You polish it up a little bit, all right. Sound good, sound good. The brother man want me talking a Creole. See, this stuff in me comfortable spot, you know. So whenever I talk like so, I feel like I can actually think instead of having to doing the English and the Spanish. So thank you so much for that, man. Make a check what Ameripon send in the Discord. Make us see here. Oh my gosh, bro. What the hell is this?
I love pickles so much. This is the greatest day of my life. Cheers. Oh man, that is so good. Oh, whoa, God.
Bro, that sounds like my voice. What the hell? That's crazy. That's wild, Ameripon. Wow. Wow. All right. Let's actually get to the problem at hand. I think it's the top left. There's a little up arrow. Oh, here you go. For that, I got to sign in. All right, bro. I'm going to sign in just for you, my guy. I'm going to sign in just for you. All right. I'm going to sign up just for you. Just for you, Ameripon. I mean, for you, Bull. Just for you, bro. I don't need a last name. Further streams. Bro, it's your boy Frozer. What you mean? Ahora todo cambió. Just for you, Bull. Just for Bull. Use your third email that you never check, bro. How do you know I don't check that email? All right, Mono and Z, my bad, bro. I'm back to being concentrated. I'm back here. Richard, Nicholas, Rutherford. I'm here, bro. Look, I don't know why I said Richard when your name is Nicholas. Let me go ahead and run this. All right, so here, this is the web view that should have the example that comes /pages. We can take a look here. We inspect it. Console. It says 4.4. If I reload this page, it's a 4.4. I guess not found. Refer policy, strict origin when cross origin. Okay, maybe this website won't work. So let's try a different iframe link. Does anybody have a URL that, or man, I need to, this damn chair, bro. Fucking chair, bro. This is driving me crazy, man. Does anybody know how can I get an iframe link just for testing? Iframe link generator. Let's see here. Just generate iframe URL. Frozer.xyz/test. What is a valid iframe URL? Okay, so that won't work. Actually, you know what I can use? I know what I can use here. Ngrok Yeah, we know this one will work, but we're gonna use here. Let's do API Explorer. Will this work? Let's change it here. And then let's go ahead and restart my server. Mono and Z, I need you. Nicholas, I need you. Y'all are the Android devs experts. I'm not. Hey, do you get a prize D and Bull if you win? Yeah, so see, this is returning a 200. This is returning a 200. And here's the preview. But why is not being rendered on my web view? Do I get rid of this? Like, it's not rendering anything at all. Dang. I swear. What is all of this? Okay, yeah, this is the exact website, but why can't we see it? It's like it's being hidden by this black background. Let's see here. Background blue. This doesn't do anything. Red. That's not true at all. What do you mean? Do I have JavaScript enabled? I do, bro. JavaScript enabled. DOM storage enabled. I don't have that. Use WAV port. Bro, this chair is driving me nuts, y'all. Like, I sit on it and I can feel it go doop, 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 doop. Like, come on, man. Damn it. Today's not the day, chair. Today's not the day. Bro, why? John 2.0, why, bro? Do not reset it, man. Let's go. Any logs in Logcat? Let's check my guy. Jump on it. No, bro, it just says page finish loading. And I'm even printing out whenever I receive an error when the web client is rendering, and that is not popping up in the Logcat. So we're not hitting that. Is there a different function we can override? On receive error, on receive HTTP error, SSL error. Oh my gosh, so many things. Yeah, I mean, it does say here, page finish loading. It does say here. Yeah, so if I were to copy this is the crazy thing. If I were to copy this URL, right, and I were to go into Chrome, and I were to paste this URL in Chrome, the same one in my web view, it pops up. It works. Easily, it works. But if I try to access it via the web view itself, it doesn't work. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember the last time I got a good spin. I mean, bro, that one day where y'all gave me 13 pickle shots, like, come on, man. I think it's due time. Like, y'all redeemed too many. And this gonna be the one again, bro. This gonna be the one. Hey, you called it too, bro. You called it too, man. Can you just set that as the URL for the web view rather than building an HTML with iframe? So actually, Mono and Z, this HTML with the iframe, this is a leftover thing that I'm not using. And here, I'll send you the article to see if you can see anything that I'm not seeing. But basically, I was following what this guy said in this forum, and that's why I was trying to build the HTML by hand like this. But this is not what I'm doing. What I'm actually doing is I am calling my own API. This is my own API. Right now I'm hard coding the clip ID. That will change that later. But my API itself, it will generate a HTML file, and inside of it, it will have the iframe. And this iframe itself here is this one right here that we see, this API Explorer. The reason I'm doing it this way and the reason I am using an iframe is because the Twitch API returns a embedded URL for me to use. So if you see here, where's it at? Yeah, here. For me, in order for me to be able to show the clips for Twitch, this is how they recommend us doing it based on this URL that they give us back. The difference here, though, is that this URL requires a parent parameter that will be the domain that's embedding the Twitch URL. And that's the reason why I have my server host the iframe, so that way, you know, I can say that the parent is the iframe. Sorry, the parent is my server. I also tried doing that directly from my actual app, and it was broken. It didn't work. So yeah, like I've been stuck on this since yesterday, and I honestly don't know what to do. But let's go ahead and get this burpee out of the way, man. Let's get these burpees out of the way. And I got a mess here, man. This stuff. Shit. And you know what? Guess what? Who cares? Today, my knees feel okay. So we're gonna do actual burpees. All right. What is this right here? Oh, it's my cup. Okay. Does space has space. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey. Oh my goodness. Berdaman. Woo! I forget sa ni for the talking na Creole. Am I read a mangano? Code and craft. Code and craft. Where you there? Code and craft. Okay. This damn chair, man. Yeah. Mono and Z, I don't know if you're still looking at that, but basically, this post right here explains, or their approach to displaying the embedded URL is the same one I just explained to you. I don't know how it works for them, but it doesn't work for me. So, I can't breathe. iOS in case helpful. The only way to do it, I am using embeds haven't changed the rules since this solution. So if it's not working, then it's something with gaps in your implementation. This automatically close. Okay. Can I search this here? Can we filter by latest posts? I've got the Twitch embedded working well on all platforms in the sense that it appears and can play properly. But I have many users tell me that it's difficult to press play because on a phone it can get wonky separating the play button hitbox with the rest of options. How the hell did you get it to work in the first place? How did you get the embedded to work? So people are getting the embedding to work. Twitch iframe UI. So see, Twitch. Okay, hold on. Click the wrong one. This is here, all the way down. This is just away, player itself. Change to embeds back in 2000. The suggested way to embed an iOS app laid out here. Which is, yeah, this is the same one that I sent. Oh my gosh. Did my 10 push-ups. What if I told you I just need an excuse to do them by making you do burpees? Bro, if that's the excuse you need to do your push-ups, I'm more than happy and okay with you freaking spinning every time. Matter of fact, we should probably create a reward that says do burpees. And then that way you can do it with me every time. How about that? I haven't seen any updates as far as plans for embedding in mobile apps, and I'm trying to follow the user guidelines and manipulate the HTML on the side by injecting scripts, but the UI isn't usable. Right, so they have this here. Yeah, they basically do all of this. Same thing that I'm doing. And this is the result for them. If it's my code, then I would like to know what I'm doing wrong. If it's Twitch, then maybe we as a community can assist a solution for iOS and embeds. Yeah, we can't have a stream start unmuted. Score. Since Twitch doesn't offer native embeds, then you need a user voice to request a mobile player to be optimized for mobile usage or mobile to have something better. Since even the Twitch main website player is bad in desktop and mobile. Yeah, makes sense. What happened to my headphones? Best way, we can create a very simple iOS SDK that does for a few things. Provided a URL for embedding it on your website. Okay. Everything too long. How can I embed on my Android app? Yeah, the problem with this here though is that here they're saying valid URL, but I don't know what the valid URL means in this case. Oh. Why do we have a web Chrome client and WebView client? Do I also need to set up a web Chrome client? I mean, that doesn't make sense. No, I don't think that's what I need to do. Web Chrome client equals web Chrome client. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, and then it says it's loading. And then if we go back again to check out the stuff. Ooh. Oh, the tab is inactive. I thought that meant something else. Okay, go back here. E2. Yeah, it doesn't do anything, bro. I mean, we can see being rendered in here. Like, we literally can see it rendered in here. But it's, like, follow this document. I see my endpoints in here. Right? Here's the endpoint header, the clip download header. This guy, fam. This guy, bro. Why? What did you miss? Yeah. Then you talk about your luck. That you don't have good luck. I need to go get water for this, bro. I am about to, yeah. It's a sad victory. Means I can't spin anymore. It took like 12 spins. Good. Ah, bro. Can you add back to the in the DOM storage? Yeah, I'll add it back in. So, well, see, here's the thing that I don't understand. I'll go ahead and add that mono and Z, but here's the thing that I don't understand. When I look from an iframe perspective, when I look at what the iframe got and what is rendering, it has everything. Like, it's pulling in the website that I told it to load. Like, I told it to load this API Explorer, and I can literally see the HTML here. I see everything that gets rendered here. Like, right? So you see, the first one is /health. And we take a look at it here. And bro, the first one is /health. Like, it's right here. So like, I do see the HTML here, but it's not being displayed. So I'm wondering, is this a CSS issue at this point? Is it a CSS issue, or is it like, I don't know. Let me add that storage real quick though. Let's add this storage again. And what I'm gonna do as well is I'm gonna take out the CSS out of my whatever this thing generated. Let's just go delete this whole style. We can revert it if we need to. Yeah. All right. And then let me go ahead and restart my server and take the damn pickle shot because of John 2.0. Let's run this too. All right, let's take a quick. Let's take this really fast. John 2.0, where you at? Where you at, bro? If you don't pull up, I'm not taking the shot. And then it's the bottom of this. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so gross. So gross. I mean, if you don't show up, I ain't taking it. If you do not show up, no lo voy a tomar. Así que we'll go back in the meantime. All right, I've installed it. I've restarted my server. Look at this here. I took out the CSS and it popped up, bro. So you telling me it was a CSS issue all this time, fam? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see here. Let's revert all of this shit. Oh my gosh, man. Or what? No, it wasn't the DOM because I had the DOM before, bro. I had the DOM before. All right. Yes, let's get it from disk. All right, cool. So parent params. Let's also take out this here, the CSS. And then let's relaunch my server. I'm going to take out the DOM storage for now. Actually, I'm doing too many changes. Let me go ahead and just do the server change and we'll go again from here. Yeah, it was a CSS shit, bro. Look at that. Well, actually, we don't know. Let's take out the DOM storage and run it again. Bro, that's what I'm saying, fam. Oh, that's BS. It wasn't the DOM storage stuff. It wasn't the DOM storage stuff. Oh my gosh, bro. Freaking CSS, man. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is so ridiculous, bro. So ridiculous. And this is so small, it doesn't even look good. Oh my gosh, what is this? Okay. Someone should really fix web, like maybe a new JS framework. Oh, bro, that's funny. Okay, so let's have a quick discussion. If you're up for it, Mono and Z. So my app, right? Currently, I want it to be like TikTok, where you have things that you can swipe through and then watch the video. It auto plays. And right now, I have two ways of displaying the video. One is this way with the embedded views, using the whole iframe and all of that. And the second way is like actually downloading the file and then displaying it. Obviously, the second one is going to be a much better experience for the user, but there's two problems with it. One is there's always an expiration on the actual video, on the URL that's given to me by Twitch. There's an expiration date on it, so I can't cache that URL. And two, storage for the user. I don't know, and the network connection. I don't know if that's something I could run into. I could download it to my own bucket. Yes, I could download it to my own bucket. But as far as Twitch's TOS, I am not allowed to replicate, or I am not allowed to. I don't think I'm allowed to host the video. Let me think about that. Maybe that doesn't matter. But if I were to download every single video and put it into the bucket, I think I would be storing videos that don't count, that don't matter. Because the whole purpose of the app is for me to go through and prune out clips that I want and clips that I don't want. So if I were to download and put them all in a bucket, I will be essentially downloading the ones that I don't want as well, for a better experience, which that sounds cool, I guess. But what are the drawbacks of doing something like that? You know what I mean? I guess I could use JavaScript to try to like play around with modifying the view player as it renders on the screen. This may be far out, but can you make it like Twitch account exclusive? Just take from the clips on Twitch and crossover. This might not make sense because I don't know what I'm talking about. I know what you're trying to figure out, but you got to go through Twitch from what I'm getting. But can you like reference the stream accounts? So as per Twitch TOS, I can only download videos that are owned by the currently logged in person. So if I logged in as Frozier, I cannot download KMacBack's videos or download Mono and Z videos. I can only download my clips or clips associated with my account. I don't know if that answers your question, KMac. I guess like when you view it, download it and save it for X time before purging it. But if you save it, it stays in your storage forever. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. I mean, hijo de la gran meat. Yo, ASX. Yo, dang. Thank you. Thank you for the follow, my guy. Shoot. How you doing, ASX? Dímelo. I like the idea of downloading it and storing it and then purge it if they like delete it. Then let me ask you this follow-up question, Mono and Z. There is a limit to how much we can store, correct? You need a backend for it, a database table, but it's on your own server. Makes it easy to share yours and others. The limit is your credit cards. Okay. Well, I mean, that's good to know. Then I guess I could download everything. Why do you think we need a backend for it, Mano and Z? Yeah, but that does kind of stretch the TOS issue he's having. Yeah. I mean, I can technically give access to other people to my videos. There just needs to be a clear, a well-defined authorization flow that grants access to said users. Because that is actually something I was researching in order for, right, because I'm thinking about big Twitch streamers, like, I don't know, Kai Cenat, XQC, or you know, the Prime, Gian, whatever. So, yeah, Frozier, that's right, Frozier. But in thinking about people like that, right, they have so many views and so many clips that's probably getting generated. As somebody who's streaming, at that point, if you're big at that point, you have a team, right? So you would have your team edit your clips, or you might have somebody who's delegating to like go through all of your clips, another person that's for editing your clips. So the idea of having a team that you can share your clips with is something that interests me, and that will be part of the subscription model. So, and I think I can get around it as long as I set up that expectation of that like auth flow for granting access to my media. To store some metadata like downloaded on date, expiration date, was it saved or not, then you can purge those videos if they are past the expiration time and not saved or whatever. Just thinking out loud. I mean, I can do all of that locally, right? I can do all of that locally, and which that doesn't sound like a bad idea to do. When it comes to the backend server though, I think that would be part of the premium features, right? Like cross-platform syncing and whatnot. Um, and I do plan to have that database. But as far as for right now, I think I don't like the embedded approach at all. I don't. When is your hackathon app due? Yeah, today. It is due today, actually. This is the last day for the hackathon project, but clearly I did not make it. However, I think I'm pretty close. I think I'm pretty close. I have several things in flight. I think this is probably the hardest piece right now that I'm trying to deal with is how to get the video player or the feed to feel like a TikTok style and for it to be like the UX be okay. It's all good, bro. You know, I did a lot. I feel like had I not set, I did this in 1 month, and I didn't even like was able to work on it a lot. I can't ship it. It's broken. I can't ship it yet. If the videos are stored on your server, you'd probably want it on your server, no? If the videos are stored on my server, I'd probably want it on my server. Probably. Yeah, I think so. I think so. Yeah. For especially for cross-platform syncing. Um, although yeah, I would want to store them. I would want to store it, especially because I have the feature in mind to grant access to other team members to see your clips and manage your clips. And in that scenario, you would have to be the one that downloaded all of the videos, and then your team will access the videos that you've downloaded. So, yes, yes. I mean, I could technically use Twitch's CDN to download that, right? Because they're already hosting it. All I have to do is request a brand new download URL and then download it back again. So, I mean, I could get away with saving some storage in that sense, but I'm not thinking about cross-platform syncing right now. I'm thinking to just how can I get my feed to work correctly? But to your point, Mono and Z, I do think I will have to store the videos in the future. I don't want to tackle that right now, though. Probably too much for me to tackle right now. Use Discord to save it. This guy, that's yo. I mean, I'm right now technically using Discord to save all of my clip links. Every time I tap clip on my Stream Deck, it goes to a private channel in Discord that then I have to go through and review it, and I have about maybe I don't know 60 or so, 50 or so clips that I haven't reviewed yet, and I wish I could just do it on my phone, simple and quick, without having to go to Discord, click on this to open it in the browser, then play it. And no, I wanted to like just go like TikTok. Discord Media is a good CDN. Okay, I mean, I didn't know that. I don't know if I'll be able to do that though. I think this app can be used by a lot of people. To be honest, I don't think a lot of people use this type of app. Like they don't have it set up. Like they don't have a workflow, at least that I know, a good workflow to be able to manage your clips and to export them to people who you want them to edit your videos. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what CDN I use in the end. Okay. Now that comes back to the question of where I'm at right now. I have two options. I have the option to use the embedded, which as we see is crappy. I could do some stuff with JavaScript to, you know, let me see here. If I copy this. Oh my gosh, what is that? I wanted to copy. Okay, let's say I open this. Right, and if I were to go ahead and use this. Diablo, qué calor. Qué calor. right? If I could make this, I don't know, height, let's say 720, right? And let's say, okay. I mean, even this doesn't look that good, right? We need a big opt-in. What do you mean, came back? Opt-in to what? Oh, this is not cool, I don't think. Yeah, I don't like the embedded approach at all, bro. I don't have any control over this at all. Like I don't have control over what's gonna get played, how is it gonna be rendered. Like I would want, I mean, I definitely could add overlays to it. But yeah, this just too much work, I feel like. Either way is gonna be too much work because I'll have to figure out a syncing, like a scheduling purging system if I were to download and keep them locally. I also need to figure out, I would have to do like nested requests because if you try to get the clips on your feed, I will have to hit the endpoint to get the clips, and then I have to hit the endpoint to get the download URLs. Then I actually have to download the URLs and go, save it, then prune it. One sec. Love you. Um. All right. I'm gonna chat to GPT real quick. I don't know what gives me the most control if I download it. If I download it, and look, this has 100 requests per minute limit. Bro, John to the, oh no, fam. No. No. Come on, bro. Let's go. John to the, oh, bro. Look what I have here. I'm holding this for you because you didn't come back. So I'll take it when you get here. You wasn't a raid, this guy. What's up, compile dev? How you doing, my guy? I know I need to ship it, but we're having a heated discussion here. Not a heated discussion, but we're thinking about either comparing embedding video playback versus downloading and playing the video that you downloaded. Is download or issue? I don't know if download is an issue so much as to like being a good citizen to our user and to the Twitch API. Because if I went to download path, right, I'm gonna be hitting the download endpoint and hitting their CDN quite often, it feels like. I don't know because then here everyone is wrong, discussion is over, this guy. Because then I have this feature where if I have a clip that I've saved, I can download it here. But this download is already happened at this point, right? It's explicit. Maybe we can just remove that download. Bro. Mono Z. Okay. Came out back. Y'all listen to this. All right. So my idea for premium services was you can do several things. One is obviously the syncing that we spoke about, where we have cross-platform syncing for all of our videos. Also, batch downloading was one of the premium features. What that means is instead of you clicking one at a time to download, we can multi-select and then download a bunch, and it will download them in batches, right? But if we were to download and save it immediately in the feed screen, then that kind of feature just goes out of the window, right? So it locally caches the clip download, right? Yes, if you download it explicitly, at least that's what's happening today. And the discussion we're having right now is, should we store that file that we downloaded whenever we're going through this feed screen? And I don't know if that's the route we should go. I think I'm leaning more towards that route. But then yes, it is going to chew up storage space pretty fast. Right. If you go into the collection, came back, and they hit download, this is the user saying, hey, I want to download this video. And at this point is where I go to the Twitch API. I say, hey, give me back the Twitch URLs so I can download the file. And then it will give me back a URL like this one here, but it has an expiration date. It has a 24-hour expiration date. So then I would take that and then actually download the file. But on the feed screen, how can I go and display it more so natively? There's nothing right now that allows me to display it natively unless I download the video or if I stream the video directly through that URL. So I don't know which way to go. This is kind of going to change how the premium is going to work as well. I don't know. John to the bro. You ready for this? If you're here, I'll take it. If not, yep, you ready? All right, cool. All right. Compile dev, since you're here just in time for this, man. Objectively, I feel like getting out of the web view is good. I think so too. I think the web view is more headaches than anything. So I would love to get out of it. But yeah. Did this twist? It did twist. John to the my guy. I wish that you had some nice sauteed onions and mushrooms, chicken with like garlics, and with some mashed potatoes, maybe a broccoli on the side with some gravy and all of that, right? And then when you go to eat the mashed potato, you know how mashed potatoes looks a little bit white. You take a little bit of mashed potatoes and a little bit of the chicken, and you go to bite it. But then you realize that you're not biting chicken and mashed potatoes. Instead, it's a wad, big old clove of garlic that you're chewing on, and it goes all up in your nose, kind of like horseradish, and then you actually want to like, go like that. That's for you, John to that. Thank you so much for the shot, my guy. I don't hate you, but I hate you right now. Pa arriba, pa abajo, pa centro y pa dentro. I'm him. Oh, man. Whew. Oh my gosh. That was so bad. Tasty my ass. That was trash. I should write a book with how descriptive you get. Holy cow. Bro. I mean, when you have kids, you got to be very descriptive, I feel like. No, I'm not. I am like this close. You can't even see my hands in the stream. My hands extend all the way to the end, like it wraps around that way and then it comes and go back to this way. Like that's how close I am to loving it. I wrap around the entire world. Bro, that was nasty. Look at that. Wearing my shirt too. Gross. Gross, 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 gross. All right, let's see here. Downloading doesn't feel right since the app requires you to be online anyway. And by not downloading it, saves user data bandwidth and solves the storage problem. Sorry, y'all. Hold on 1 second. All right. Compile dev. So I agree with you. Downloading it doesn't sound right. Initially, I don't want to download it, compile dev. However, the Twitch API only gives me two options. One, they give me a URL to download, which I could use that URL to stream the app instead of to stream the video instead of actually downloading the video. The problem is that the resolution of this downloaded video might be much higher than the embedded solution that they give me. So, like I said, they give me two solutions. One, they give me a download URL. Or two, they give me a URL that I can use to embed in my website. But since this is a mobile application, I would have to embed it using a web view, which sucks. I don't like using web views on mobile. Bookmark? What do you mean bookmark came out back? Redeems no extra liquids. That one hit home. Tasty. John to that. Oh, bro, I wish I could give you one. What's up, Fizzy the Visionary? How you been, Pana? What you going? What you got going on? If I get pickles on a burger, it's game over. Not eating it. Thank you. Came out back. Exactly. That little juice on the bread. Like I would cut out the bread from that juice in the pickle. Like, no, that's trash. That's gross. Yeah, I get it. The download res is far better and the time limit is a killer, for sure. Can the download button send you over to Twitch? Is that a thing maybe? I mean, that's essentially what the download button will do. It would hit the Twitch servers, give me back a URL, and I will download it in the background. Maybe a web view that kicks the video full screen so it doesn't look like web. That's what we were trying to do earlier. And it looked really trash, but let's see here. Let me get rid of this. Allow full screen true, and let me restart my server, and we'll give that a try. I'm setting it to full screen. Let's see what it does. Yeah, for real, everything gets poisoned from that pickle alone. That's what I'm saying, bro. Pickles are nasty. I don't know how people eat that. Visit a visionary. Been good at doing classes, playing catch up. Currently trying to pick a language to learn and go off to build a career in. I do want to find one that I can work certain industries. What industries are you looking at? Fizzy. Compile dev. All right. So this is what my web view looks like. Full screen. Here, and we can get a better, like we can play around with it even more here. If I were to go ahead and do this, then open this, right? We see here, I can maybe play around. Yeah, exactly. This looks trash. Like, no, I want it to look like if it were a freaking, you know what I'm saying? An actual like video player playing here. Like, it's not cool. Not cool at all. I don't like it. Bro, what's going on here? That's not it? There we go. Just web view with the URL direct in the video file, not a web page. So here we end up with another hiccup. Twitch doesn't allow that. Twitch API, they're required that if you're going to use their embedded URL, because this is the URL that they give you back, is something like this: clip Twitch TV embedded question mark and then a clip ID. But if you want to display it in a web view, they're forcing you to add this thing called a parent. And the parent needs to be the domain that will be embedding the Twitch video. If it's a mobile device, we don't really have a parent domain. Our domain is localhost. So it doesn't look like that was going to work. Gotcha. Yeah. So there's no way. Yeah. So that's what we're thinking about. Okay, Mono, as he brought up this, he said, okay, well, why don't you just download every single video? Like every time we scroll through these, we download those videos, and then we have like a sync, some sort of job that will clean up the videos after a certain period of time. He's full of it. I mean, he is full of it. He made me eat a candy earlier, bro. I'm looking at wearable technology, hardware, nanotechnology, and something with applications. Oh man, wearable technologies. You're talking about like the Ray Metabands. I heard there's some clothing that you can wear too. Maybe the Oura rings, or the like Fitbits or watches. I mean, yeah. I would definitely research in which one I would want to work for and then pick that language. But yeah, so I don't know what the right approach here is. Yeah, I would say definitely go ahead and try to look into, like, for instance, if you want to work on watches for like Android watches, you're gonna use Kotlin. If you're gonna write iPhone watches, that's Swift. Ray Metabands, I don't know what that would be. Yeah, they have some like fibers for clothing. Yeah, I've seen those too, where like it detects like the touch and then you can do some stuff. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Cloud for the Wind, to make a Twitch iframe embedded automatically go full screen on mobile, you'll need to use the allow full screen attribute and trigger the full screen API when the video starts playing. Here's how. Allow autoplay. Okay, that's the only thing that I'm missing here. So let me just do allow and then say autoplay. And let's see if that does. Because I already have full screen. Allow full screen to true. And let's set the width and height to 100%. Let's see what it does. Yep. I got that. All right, so we have the width and height to 100%. We have the autoplay, allow autoplay full screen. And then we have the allow full screen to true. Yeah, let's see if that works. I need to restart my server. I get why Twitch don't want you to just like stream their video content directly. That sounds expensive. But this embedded way, I mean, just sucks. Yeah, it didn't work. Compile dev. It does not work, my guy. And we'll double check here that the settings are correct. But if we see here the iframe, we have width is 100, height is 100. Allow. Ooh, this is miscorrect. This is incorrect. Okay, I was missing a colon. Sorry, I was missing a quote. So let me rerun it and see. The tricky part is that browsers require user interaction before entering full screen for security reasons. However, you can trigger it on the first user tab. I mean, this full screen doesn't even work here. Yeah, it doesn't work. This is this correct now? It's not. Hold on. Oh my goodness, what happened here? Dímelo, Sizer! DX, ¿qué pues? ¿Cómo estás? How you doing? All right, cool. Sounds good, compile dev. Don't open Discord up here. Open it down here. Let's see here. Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. So we have this script that we'll attach. Okay, I'll try that right now. Let's see. What's that thing? What thing you talking about? Okay, yeah, we can try that. Let's see if that works. So I can attach this script anywhere, right? Bro, John to the bro. You said no more. You already had the pickle shop, fam. What the hell, bro? That's what you get, my guy. Toma. Caesar, dímelo, pana, ¿en qué andas? Nah, bro. Thank you, please. Nobody can ban it because he's the mod. This is an abusive mod, bro. Cuando más se enamora, y eso no me va. All right, let me update. Okay, let me see here. You had a container, right? What's up, Aaron the man? How you doing, my guy? You remind me of my coding teacher. Your coding teacher, is he cool? I mean, if you're cool, then we're cool, man. How you doing, Aaron? Una bala. Ume de uva. All right, let's see if this works. Dope. What's up, Aaron? What are you learning in coding class? How's the shipathon going? Yesterday was the last date, I guess. Yeah, it was. Unfortunately, Caesar, I wasn't able to finish it up. I'm having some issues with, I don't know if to call it architecture issues or what, but I have some limitations on the data I can use, or the way I can use the data, that is making me, it's a blocker right now. I need to really figure it out, what I want to do. Just the basics mostly. Cool. So I'm guessing, are you trying to, what is your goal, I guess? Since you're studying coding, what is your goal? Do you want to work for a big company? Do you want to work for yourself? Do you trying to build your own stuff? Where do you want to work? Do you want to become a full stack dev, front end, mobile? I don't know. Executed a successful handbell to CD. This guy. Probably just as a hobby. Okay. That's cool. I mean, I do think learning to code is, the very basics, right? Learning the very basics like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, stuff like that. I think more and more people are gonna pick it up, especially with like AI and stuff. You can do a lot more things. To be fair, I got stuck on Twitch limitations in my project too, but I don't want you to stall like I did. I got you, bro. Yeah, this is really, I'm gonna have to sit down and really think about how I want to approach this. This didn't work, compile dev. Let's see what it looks like here when we inspect it. Yeah, it's not working. Is it because only 100? What if I do 100%? No. Nah, I mean, it does work in the simulator. There was some CSS that... You mean about like the script itself? Ooh, it might not if JavaScript is not enabled, but JavaScript is enabled. Same Sizer, same. I signed up, but wasn't unable to finish it because of my exam yesterday, multiple freelance projects, and job on top, so no space for breathing at all. Bro, I hear you, fam. I hear you. But you know what the cool thing is, Sizer, is that you started a project. Like, keep that same mentality, bro, and try to finish it. Like, set yourself 1 month, right? The Shipathon was 1 month. So set yourself a 1 month goal and try to finish it, bro. That's what I'm gonna do. Like, I'm gonna wrap this up hopefully by not hopefully. I am gonna wrap this up by the end of October, and we're gonna get this shipped out. So like, put yourself a goal like that, man. I think it's gonna really push you to get it done. I see where this is going. Gonna have to try this myself. LOL. Yeah, try it out, bro. Like, you talking about a Shipathon compile dev? Or are you talking in general with this web view stuff? Aaron the man, I don't know. I've just kind of been interested in it for a bit and figured why not? So I'm kind of just winging it. Cool. Cool. I mean, bro, you know, if I like that. I'll actually like that a lot, Aaron. The fact that you see something that just kind of piques your interest and you're willing to dive into it, dude, that's the way of life. Like, that's how you end up realizing what exactly is it that you like and what you don't like, and then you have more options. That's living. So keep it up, dude, if that's what you want to do, man. Like, I see myself doing coding for the rest of my life, and I enjoy it so much, and it took me trying so many different things to get to this point, and I'm glad, and I got to this point out of luck. So anyway, no, just a make this work project for you. Okay, got you. Bro, I don't know where to go from here, because even if I were to tap on the full screen, it doesn't work. Full screen doesn't work. Even in the, it won't work at all. So this is just, yeah. Yeah, I can't rotate this in, but it's not gonna do much to it. Like, if I wanted to support something like the TikTok style of viewing your feed of clips, then rotating it is not really going to help me that much. But I can rotate it. I do think I'm gonna end up with what Mono and Z suggested. But I don't think that's a... Okay, let's do this. Is there a way to specify the quality of the download? Editor ID, broadcaster ID, no, that's it. It doesn't let me like say, hey, I want this to be at 420p or... No, he'll get all big-headed if you go with his plan. I mean, isn't Mono and Z already big-headed? I'm just kidding. 420p blaze it. Yo, what's up, man? What's good, King Troop? Yo, King Troop, yeah, maybe you can help me with this too, because you're another Android dev. Can you help me out, bro? To be honest, I actually joined Shippatown 5 days prior the deadline, LOL, after you told me about it on the stream. Hey, so Caesar, you can't be mad at that, dude. You only had 5 days, right? So, like I said, do it for a month. Actually, look, this is what I'm gonna do. Remind me in 1 month from now to ask Caesar XDX if he completed the project. All right, bro. Caesar, I'm gonna have a reminder in 1 month and I'm gonna ask you. So we gotta see where you at. Yes, you are King Troop. You can help me out, bro. Okay, now I can't ego that hard. That feels wrong. I hear you, man. But you know, as Blue Lock says, you have to unlock your ego. You know what I'm saying? King Troop, here's the problem, bro. Twitch provides me a way to view my clips, but it's only via an embedded JS format, not an embedded JS. It's like via an embedded URL. So they give me the URL and I have to put it in a web view or in an iframe rather to actually render the clip that they're given to me. So this is what it looks like right now. As you can see here, it looks whack, right? This is how I would love for it to work. But right now, if I'm doing the embedded web view, it looks like crap. So the other option is I can use the download clip API to actually download everything and then, you know, prune it out as the life cycle of that continues. The problem with downloading everything is that, one, I'm being a bad citizen, a bad consumer to the Twitch API. I should really only allow you to, I should only download the clip when you tell me to download the clip, not because I want to give you a better performance. At least that's how I'm looking at it. And two, you know, I want to be a good citizen to the user, right? I'm messing with their bandwidth, I'm messing with their storage, right? The embedded URL might give me like a much lower resolution video, which is less, you know, bandwidth consumption. So, but if I go with the embedded way, it's gonna look like crap, like this. So I don't know what to do, man. I don't know what to do. All right, fam, it's a challenge now. Then bet, Caesar, bet. Haha, you did not just quote Blue Lock, bro. I did just quote Blue Lock. What you mean? Do you watch Blue Lock, Mona Z, or do you read Blue Lock? Hold up, is it being a bad citizen or a great citizen? I mean, depends on your point of view. So you need a screen that has a web view, Android view, with all the other bells and whistles. Basically, yes, I do have the thumbnails showing right now. However, the idea is that this will look like TikTok or your Instagram Reels. So you can just scroll and the video plays natively, looks right. But since we have this embedded URL problem, I would have to, I don't have control over how it's being played on my screen. And I'm stuck with it looking the way it currently looks. You know, like this. Or, I mean, that's not a good representation because I was playing around with a CS. But if you look at, is this not even working? What happened? Here we go. If you look at, oh my gosh, why is it so slow now? I'll just copy this and play here. Right, it looks fine when it comes to a freaking browser, but not on a web view in your browser, like in your phone. Like, I would love for it to look like this, and it just plays automatically. And I think I could hide the overlay here. Can I hide the overlay? I'm not sure. Constantly loading their clip streams could be considered bad, but downloading it just once is good. That is true. That is true. Let me finish on the poop. I get on my laptop, bro. So you know what my dad would say? He would say, mind you, I come from a very corrupt. Well, I'm gonna say it this way. Historically, Colombia is not the most. It's usually corruption. A lot of corruption in politicians, and just in general in the country. There's a lot of corruption when it comes to our government, right? So every time my dad he would go, right? He would be like, "Hey, I'll be right back. I need to go talk to the president." You about to go talk some shit with the president? Yo, that's hilarious, man. What's the modifier you have on the Android view? I don't think I can control it with the modifier. That's the problem. But I can show it to you. Like cartel is around here. Yeah, bro. I mean, maybe not the Mexican cartel, but you got to remember, Medellin was known, like you have Pablo Escobar, right? Pablo Escobar is like one of the most known, famous drug dealers in the world, drug kingpins. So, it wasn't that good. I mean, bro, like, I think I've told the story before, but actually, I'm not gonna tell that. I don't want to get into that. It's crazy times. I need to go read a magazine. This guy. Can't believe I'm coding on a Windows machine. That's how much I want to solve this for you. Well, I appreciate it, Kopal Dev. Let's go. Thank you so much. I'm gonna not do this here real quick. Let's get rid of this real quick. Allow full screen. Ooh, let's see something here real quick. Actually, it should be true, right? Is that how Twitch is saying it on their documentation? No, it's just allow full screen. Yeah, that doesn't work, bro. All right, what if I make this width, let's say 720p, 720 pixels by 1080 or 1280 pixels. Let's just see what this looks like. And then let me go ahead and restart my server. Set it to fill max width and set a height maybe aspect ratio. Now I'm getting asked for Colombian coffee. Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome. Bro, King Troop is already set to fill max width. From London. Okay. So this looks a little bit interesting. All right, width 100%. Can we not set the height? The problem, King Troop, is that a lot of this has to be done in HTML. I wrap the code, I sent it to you with appropriate HTML tags, and it works for me. Let's take a look. Okay. Well, yeah, I got you. Let me open my Discord. Yeah, let me show you King Troop. One sec. So here's the problem, King Troop. When it comes to the Twitch API, the way they want you to use their embedded URLs is to use it via an iframe. This is Twitch's documentation. They want you to use an iframe. You set the source for the embedded URL, and then you have to assign. See, this parent here is required. You have to assign this parent parameter, and that needs to be a domain that you own. So I cannot have the domain be localhost. It's gonna have to be my own like server, for instance. Which URL compile dev? Which URL you want me to share? Oh, for my sample? Oh, this one here? Oh, like the documentation? Like this one? Or are you talking about my server? Well, yeah, King Troop. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, Caesar. That's what I'm using actually. I'm using ngrok. And the URL for the web view can't be that clips URL. No, because of this parent parameter. This parent parameter cannot be localhost. It won't work if it's localhost. It needs to be your own URL basically. Your own. It needs to be the domain that you own. And localhost is not a domain. Well, I guess it is. Actually, you know, I haven't tried that again. Let me go ahead and try that actually, King Troop. But I tried it in the past and it didn't work. So let me see here. That would be let's say this clip URL. I'll try this clip URL here. Actually, yeah. I can't use this URL. And the reason for that is because I need to add that parent. So I need to add the parent parameter. And if I set this as localhost, it won't work. Bro, it is set, bro. See, the modifier is set here. And I passed that in. I passed that in with a fill max size, fill max width, height. I mean, I can take out the height. But yeah. But yeah, that modifier gets passed in here. And then it's in the Android view, and then we go ahead and load the web view. But yeah, see, if I pass in localhost, the Twitch throws an error. It says you can't use it. All right, height. I don't know. Set it to, I don't know, what, 700 pixels? Sec DP. Oh my gosh, that DP. I haven't done this in so long. There you go. I can relate since currently I'm building 2 WhatsApp LLM AI order bots, so Meta requires live server endpoints. Gotcha. The web view doesn't need to be fill max size. The web view isn't. Okay. Can get rid of that. Let's rerun it again. Mind you, I didn't generate that. Claude generated all of that for. Not Claude. Cursor generated a lot of that for me. Sorry. There's one more thing I want to try here. Let me do this here. Parent equals localhost. And parent equals that. And then we say load base URL. And we set the base URL to what though? I'm gonna say localhost. The data is gonna be the HTML. Yep. Let's see what this does. Let's not load these. Try sending the embedded URL to the console. I'm suspecting it's incorrect. It's not incorrect. It's not incorrect, bro. This is the embedded URL right here. See right here. Who cares? And I can open this wherever. And it works. Like we saw it working. Like it loads. But yeah, see, it's not working. I can't, yeah. Don't let the AI hear you blame it. Sheesh, you be the first one to go into Cullen, bro. I'll gladly go into Cullen, man. FAI. Not Allen Iverson, but you know what I mean. Bro, yo! Foot Soldier, what's good, my guy? Thank you for the follow. Gracias. Now I'm referring to the full embedded URL with your ngrok address in there. I'm telling you, who cares YouTube? That works. That works. Here, let me show you. See? It's right here. This, what you're seeing here rendering on the screen, this is through using my ngrok address and embedded URL. That's what it's using. That's why we can render it. I just don't have control of how it's being rendered and displayed. The good news, I am getting exactly what you get. The bad news, we don't want that. Yo, compile dev is funny as hell, bro. I'll be safe from the Cullen. Lots of Americans think Australia isn't real, so AI has to believe that too. Yo, man. That's so funny, bro. Yeah, man. I think you'd be safe too. You're super smart. Have you tried having the view in an XML file? How would that help me, King Troop? Because the reason I'm asking how can that help me is because this web view here, the one that has control over this web view is the HTML page. So the only way I can format this is by using CSS. Yeah, no. Look, we've been going at it with this particular problem for how long now? 3 hours, bro. It's been 3 hours and going on with this damn same problem. I haven't moved an inch since I started here working on this problem itself. Gotcha. I mean, since you're using HTML, you could use the default tags that come with HTML. You'd have to use video and source. Do you mind sending me an example? Okay. I'm going to try something real quick. I'm going to give this to Cursor. Let's see what Cursor can do real quick. Yo, this is not working. But it does not look as good. It does not. Okay, what I'm trying to say. But I would like it to look like the second image. To give you more context, the first image is the web view that rendered the HTML my server generated. The second image is showing a thumbnail with all the overlays. But as you can see, when we render the web view, it covers the entire screen. And it doesn't stretch. It doesn't, I don't know. That's fine. Just cover entire screen. Let's see what it can do here. The progress is that you didn't go backwards. That's fair. That's fair. That's a good positive outlook. Something like this: video, class, video, source. Okay, who cares YouTube? So the problem is that Twitch itself has some specific guidelines on how they want you to consume their embedded URL. So I have to load it via an iframe like this. I don't know much about HTML and I don't know much about the video class. So I don't know how I would use that. Who cares, YouTube? Yeah, sure. Here you go. All right, bet. Let me take a look at that compile dev. I just want to see really quick what Cursor does, and then we'll go from there. While Cursor is doing its thing though, and while King Troop cracks his knuckles and figure this shit out too. Let me go ahead and use the restroom real quick. Be right back. It's, bro, for real. I almost did, man, because it's about to be 4 hours. Oh, this is cool. Yo, Compile Dev, when you gonna stream again, bro? Is this somebody's game that they made on Godot? That's so cool. I want to do something like this. That's so cool. How do you... Man. Next game, coming soon. All right. Sometime this week, scheduling permit. Bro, yo, man. Let's give you the shout out, bro. Y'all go follow our boy Compile Dev. You know, let's take a look at what he got going on, bro. Okay. Some cool stuff. Mm-hmm. 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 I need to fix the audio for that. Well, I don't have control over that. DM Bull is the one that controls the audio. Where he at? Where he at? All right, let me check out your code, Compile Dev. I'll take a look here. So it is the latest one. All right. I'm going to just copy your HTML. The whole thing. The parent param... Actually, yeah, let's try this. I got you, Caesar. Give me a second. Let me go ahead and copy over this URL into my player routes. Oh, I was waiting on a cursor actually. Did it finish? It did. Okay. Let's go ahead and run this and also rerun the server. Let's see what cursor did. I just say replace the domain and clip URL and run. Yeah. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Okay. So I appreciate that it now kept the overlay. We get in there. Okay. So let's go take a look at this HTML. I am going to paste this here real quick. And then I'm going to scratch my old one. And I'm going to just comment it down here. And then we're going to replace this clip with some clip from my database. Let's grab a clip here from the database. Let's just grab this one here. Replace it. And then the parent is, I can just say, right here, parent param and parent params. That's all I need. There you go. And we can rerun or server. And let's see what this does. If this works, then I demand respect from Mono and Z because it's a rare event. Bro, you try and you got my respect, man. It's the proper way to embed videos, the HTML in the iframe that Twitch provides most likely uses this anyways. They just style it and create their own video player. The video and source tags will use the native browser's video player. Okay, but the only problem, who cares, is that they don't give me the URL endpoint itself. They only give me that embedded URL, so I can't do much with that. I'm trying to see here. I mean, they give me this clip, but I don't know if I can use this. Yeah. Okay. Let's go try this out. Okay. This is what it looks like. Compiled it. Let's see if there's anything in Logcat. Let's try a new one. Autoplay disabled. Okay, let's put autoplay is true. Refer to embedded experience requests in the Twitch developer documentation. Okay. Preload. Autoplay. So we can add the autoplay here. If true, the video starts automatically without the viewer click and play. I mean, they okay. Yeah, and autoplay is an iframe thing that we can add, it says. Right? It's not something we pass as part of the clip. Iframe query parameters. And I have autoplay up here true as well. I don't know. We'll try both and see. Sorry, y'all. I'm getting so caught up in this here. Let's try this again. Yeah, it doesn't work. Ah, whoa. Hey! What's up, Zaparta? Dímelo, Jero. All right, let's see here. Multiplayer gives your internal local pair, which is okay, but as Frost said, they don't provide, and most don't provide iframe tag, which is most appropriate to embed an autoplayer in our site, like we do in YouTube. Yeah, so if I had that, I'll definitely be able to do what Who Cares YouTube is saying, but I don't have anything that I can use. So I tested with iPad OS 26 and it auto ran. I'm sad. Thank you for trying though, CompileDev. I mean, I can try and run it on iPhone real quick. I can try to run it on my iPhone and see. Not on my iPhone, but let me make a build here for iOS. Let's see. Articles of Sparta. Nada mucho joven. Listo. Working on some documentations. Documentations for what? Dímelo, Javi. ¿Qué pues, mi brother? Brother, aquí me estoy rompiendo la cabeza con esta vaina. Pero aquí estamos. Aquí estamos. ¿Y vos? ¿Cómo has estado, Javi? ¿En qué andas? Hey. I auto run from CompileDev too. Yo, who cares? Really, bro? This mother flipper, man. This man, bro. No jodas, brother. Oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh, bro. Este cabrón, brother. No jodas. No jodas. Javi, ¿ves cómo me tienen? Damn, Javi. Shit, bro. Trying to hit burpees? Yeah, right. New features we added to some user assets, smart contract stuff to allow ownership of subdomains along with more metadata for the subdomains. By the way, FumaDocs is pretty sexy. What is FumaDocs? FumaDocs. Okay, so this is kind of like Notion where you can write docs. Build excellent documentation with less effort. Oh, but this is documentation for like your APIs and stuff. Got it. That's cool. What's up? Dímelo, Don. Yo pues. Yo, brother, estoy aquí explotándome la cabeza, mi pana, Don. ¿De dónde vienes? Nah, mentira, mentira. Pero mira, yo acá estoy haciendo una aplicación de Kotlin Multiplataforma. Es una aplicación para streamers de Twitch. Pero la verdad, brother, me estoy jodiendo un montón acá con esta vaina, brother. ¿Y vos en qué andas, Don? Don Molly. This build, all right, let's build Xcode. Let's take a look at Xcode. Compile dev, hopefully this does work. They have Next.js, React Router, 10 stack, start, and Waku only. Only Next.js and Waku work right now. Gotcha. But their MDX engine can do React components. So me likey. Gotcha. Okay, that's pretty cool, actually. I wish they had something like that for compose components. Don't work. Oh, okay. It might work. Is it working? All right, compile dev. Look at this. It works on iOS. It doesn't work on Android. See? It works on iOS. It has this weird border here, but it works on iOS. Yeah, Compose, Jetpack Compose. Don, que dice que hace tu app, así podría darte una mano. Claro, brother. Mi aplicación ahorita. Hey, can I click on this? Mi aplicación, mi brother, es para streamers. O sea, agarra todos los clips que yo tengo en Twitch para yo poder entrar y revisar los que me gusta y los que no me gusta. Y así poder organizarlos para después poder exportar esos videos a algo como Instagram o TikTok o cualquier plataforma de social media. Y ahorita mismo el problema que tengo es que la API de Twitch está un poquito como que medio chueco porque solo me ayuda, me da la opción para poder mostrar los videos si utilizo un iframe. Ahí mira, te enseño aquí la documentación. Aquí me dice que necesito utilizar un iframe para poder hacer que los videos se puedan ver. Así que ahorita mismo estoy trabado con esta vaina. Let's see here. Is Compose a Kotlin thing? I don't know if Compose is a Kotlin thing, but I mean, Jetpack Compose is, and it definitely copied it from React, I think. Let me see. Eso es que Hookers te quiere mucho, brother. Javi, estás loco. Javi, ¿en qué aplicación estás trabajando? ¿Cuál estás haciendo? Just ship iOS ROFL. Bro, I mean, it works on iOS clearly, but my sweat. Okay, yeah, it works on iOS great. Look at that. It only works for the first video though. After that, it don't replay. I wanted to, yeah, after that, it doesn't replay and I can't click to play because it doesn't play no more. But if I launch the app again, I do think it'll work. Yeah, it works. Damn it. No sé, brother. Can you? Okay, so my crappy Android tablet also loads it just fine in the built-in web browser. So maybe something to do with embedded web view. Probably will. Is it I'm trying to see here real quick. So maybe okay. Sandboxing across domains, maybe. What does that mean? What does that mean, compile dev? Sandboxing across multiple domains. Listo. Sí, Don, como te quería decir, es que no quiero hacer algo parecido al diseño de TikTok, pero no es para reemplazar a TikTok. Esto es solo para los streamers que tienen sus propios clips y quieren ver a todos sus clips y poder manejarlos. Por ejemplo, yo tengo un montón de clips aquí que yo he hecho y a veces no tengo el tiempo de ir a Twitch y ver toda esa vaina en Twitch es bien, me confundo bastante porque el UX, el diseño de Twitch no está tan bueno para yo poder revisar los que me gusta y los que no me gusta. Entonces, el plan es para hacer una aplicación que sea fácil para yo poder decidir cuáles me gustan y cuáles no me gustan y después poder ir a verlos y poder hacer más cosas con ellos, como exportarlos y todo eso. Exacto. Para poder filtrar mis propios clips para yo después poder exportarlos y subirlos a Instagram o subirlos a YouTube Shorts. ¿Me entiendo? ¿Me entiendes? Can you have the Android view within a box and align it to the center? An Android view within a box. Let's see here. Android view within a box. So if I add a box around this, put the Android view inside of it, then align to center. That align. How do I do align again? Align. Alignment. Oh, no, not that one. Is this Mario Kart? Let's see here. Hey! This is One Piece. I don't know the song, but I'll sing it however we sing. Oh, I love One Piece too, man, bro. I mean, y'all saw it. Y'all saw it last time, right? Yeah, you did. You did. You saw it last time. We got the One Piece, bro. Look at this, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's go, One Piece. Let's go. Appreciate that. Thank you. All right, let's go back to it. Let's see here. Una onda Twinder Twitch. Exacto, brother. Exacto. Don Julio, tú ya sabes exactamente en lo que estoy pensando. Es una onda Tinder Twitch para ti mismo. Javi, ok, es una de productividad todo list que incluye cositas de bienestar. Brother, Javi, mira, te enseño algo, mira. Si estás ahí todavía, Javi, mira lo que te voy a enseñar. No, don't open DaVinci Resolve. A ver aquí, un segundito, te enseño. Y Javi, ¿dónde está el Javi? Mira. Esto es algo lo que estaba haciendo yo también. Es una vaina para poder uno crear hábitos y poder, ser más productivo. Pero sí. Let's see. AI, I knew something I didn't. That's a common issue with Android web views. They have stricter restrictions than regular browsers. Here's how to fix it. Cloud claims to have solved it and in the new code with notes. Did you send it to me? You did. You sent me something. All right, let's see here. Hold on. You sent me a lot. Okay. I'll copy this first HTML. Cool dolls, bro. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. I mean, I'm a little worried because you said cool dolls. So I'm wondering, are you doing it like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's cool? Or are you doing it like, I don't know. It's not cool, but you know, I don't know what your intent is, bro. All the action figures are sick. Thank you, bro. Yeah, appreciate it, man. It's all my wife. Damn it. Who cares, YouTube? You're right, bro. Where's your candy? All right, let me knock this out. Let me knock the candy out. Hold on. I feel like I'm all over the place now. But see, that's the thing, compile dev. 500 lines of code to make it work right, but we're going around the problem. See, this is only a problem because Twitch does not provide a better way to play back their videos when it comes to mobile devices. And I get why. They don't want people to use stuff outside of Twitch. Right? So we're having to do all of these circumventing para llegar a ese lugar. Yo, Don, mi brother. Si quieres, brother, hazle click a follow, mi pana, y así podemos, hablar más si quieres. Facts, bro. F Twitch F Barry. Yo. All right. Who cares? My guy. I hope the next push-ups you're doing, you slip and fall, and you smack your face in a bunch of pickles. Just saying. That's for you, my guy. That's for you. I'm gonna. Oh man, that's so bad. That's so fucking bad. Oh. You better not spin no more, who cares? Tastes like chicken. It's not only sour, Caesar. It's also pickle sour. So freaking bad. Oh my gosh. Look at all my shirt is, oh my gosh. All right, compile dev, I'm gonna add your fixes real quick, and then I think I'm gonna leave pretty soon because it's pretty late, and your boy ain't making no progress other than what compile dev sent to you. Oh man, you're about to eat some pickles. You know what? I remember what you don't like. I'm gonna get you next time. Who cares? This is what we're talking about, Caesar. Is sour pickle balls. Gross. Nice. Tu app, aunque yo quiero ir un poco más allá con productividad y bienestar. Muestra cuál es el nombre de esos candies. Mira, aquí están, brother. Se llaman sour pickle balls. Make the box fill size. Okay. Fill max size. And make sure to apply the proper modifier. What do you mean by that? How so? How am I applying it incorrectly? Oh, is it bad? Yes, bro, it's bad. I don't like it. Let me try what CompileDev sent me to. Okay, it's okay. You didn't carry yourself away. I really, really, really appreciate you trying to help me out. So don't worry about that, bro. Dol pal piso. Permiso. Aviso. Patra. Aviso. Aviso. Permiso. Aviso. Aviso. So yeah, it works for iOS, but not for Android. Dos de esos cuestan 100,000 pesos o $25. ¿Dos de qué? De estos. Brother, yo no pagué por estos. Me lo enviaron. La gente de aquí, del Twitch, del stream, me lo enviaron. But more importantly, you have to configure the Android view in your app. Okay. I have JavaScript enabled. I have the DOM storage enabled. Okay, we can go do those changes. Yeah, it doesn't work here, but we gotta add some stuff. So you said the DOM storage gotta be set to true. What else? Add your full screen logic here. Enable full screen support. So we gotta set a web Chrome client. Media playback gesture equals to false. Settings that. Oh yeah. And then we gotta set the web Chrome client. Okay. Handle full screen enter. What do we do with this then? For yeah. Let's see what you got going on, CompileDev. If it doesn't work, feel free to ping me, bet. Not working, sir. All right. But as we checked earlier, it does work on iOS. Yeah. I wish I knew what the problem is. For yeah. This is not loading now. Ooh, my shoulder muscle is twitching. Oh, we in Twitch. Ha 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 ha. That's funny. Turn it off and don't turn it on again. At least it works for iOS. But the touch screen gets messed up though. Oof. So compile dev, it doesn't work for iOS anymore when I switch to that HTML. So if it doesn't work on iOS with the HTML, it might mean it's not going to work at all for you know, Android. Man, I like your positive outtake on things, bro. That's what's up. All right, look, y'all. I'm coming up on 4 hours of the same problem, trying to deal with it and can't fix it. And I still need to eat dinner. And I gotta wake up at 5:15 in the morning. Nah, bro, it's not a repo public, but hit me up in the DMs, King Troop. I can give you access to it. Shoot me a ping in the Discord. That way I don't forget after the stream. But actually, a lot of this code that I have, I haven't pushed this because I don't want to push something that's broken. So I can maybe create a branch and push it to that branch, and you can check it out if you want. Yeah, Caesar, you're not in Discord, Caesar? I thought you were, bro. Dice que la canción está muy larga, Javi. But, all right, do y'all have anybody we want to raid? Anybody y'all want to raid? This guy wrote for zero. I wish, bro. I need to go spend time with my wife. I haven't seen my wife in all day. He's the only one on my list online. We should raid compile dev. Bro. I honestly, I don't know. I don't know. Let's undo this. Because this is the one that worked before. What's the difference between these? Body HTML is the same. Width is the same. With high device initial scale makes sense. Container. Actually, we can just do this. Height, ID, Twitch player is iframe. Then you have the embedded clip, weight, height, all of us. So we just have these extra things here. I don't know about all these. I don't think we need the accelerometer and the gyroscope. So let me get rid of this. And let's just see if this can work without that. First, pretty cool. Also love pickles. Bro, y'all are something else, man. I do not like pickles. Y'all made me eat pickles. All right, let's see here. Anybody? We're suffering development. Let's see. Is there anybody y'all want to go and raid? Oops. Hold on. Let me just check this real quick. Yeah, that's not working. Oh, of course it's not gonna work because I have 2 HTMLs now. So let's go back. Well, it never worked on this before, actually. So it's not gonna work again. All right. I'm done with this. I give up. Hey, yo, Fro, just quickly, in my work app, finally got rid of all the XML after 2 years. Let's go. Fully composed now, huh? Let's go, my guy. That's what's up. Finally get to delete the lines, build features, data binding equal true. Bro, data binding was trash in my opinion. But hey, that's what's up, man. I personally never liked data binding. I felt like it was so confusing. Data binding, View binding was okay. I think view binding made sense, but data binding, that was the most confusing stuff ever, bro. Having to go back and forth between your activity or fragments and the view, it was just no. Um, Last feature to migrate just started today, so good, bro. That's good, man. Congrats, dude. Congrats. You better get that senior role if you're already not a senior. So compile dev, talking about, getting to his head, of course, Mono Z, this is gonna get to his head now. After this, I can finally clean up the code base. Dope, bro. That's really dope. All right, man. I give up. Oh, like if you're the only guy, you're the most senior, right? I mean, that's the perks of working on. I honestly think you get a lot more perks for working at smaller companies because you gain a lot more exposure to things. And yeah, that does make you a senior because you know the code base more than anybody else. Y'all think. All right, is there anybody y'all want to raid? Cause I'm my brain is mush. You're also the most junior if you are the only one. Hey, it depends on what side you look at him. You look at him from the right, he's a senior. You look at him from the left, he's a junior. So, I hear you. I like the small company vibe. The apps are my babies. Yeah. I do miss that. However, working at Square, bro, like the technical challenges. I mean, I'm sure you can find that at other companies too, but the it's just I'm surrounded by so many smart people, bro, and it's just like I'm in a pool, and I'm like, if I was like, y'all ever seen those games where you have to eat like a candy and you get bigger and get bigger and get bigger and bigger? I feel like I'm a kid at a candy store, and there's so many candy I can eat from everybody around me because there's just so much to learn that I feel like I'm not gonna be able to stop learning there. However, like Flow on PSP, bro. Hey, this man taking it back. Yup, bro. Yup. For sure. Just like that, bro. But yeah. I mean, that's how I feel. I mean, this like, Candy Shop 50 Cent. Sí, claro, como quiere. Nicholas, hey, bro. Real quick, are you at Square? I know some people from there, bro. Oh, that's dope, fam. Yes, I'm currently working at Square, bro. I work on the restaurants department. I like work on every technology and have learned it here in my current job, software house. It's dope, Caesar. Keep it up, bro. I'm all the cogs, not just a little Facebook cog dude who has worked on a single button for 6 years. Hey, a lot of experience, like I said, in smaller companies. I do miss the mentoring of the CTO after he left. Me and the other dude just took over his role. Makes sense. Hey, raid Hey Wilson. That he just came on. All right, cool. I'll raid Hey Wilson. Got you. Oh, I don't know what happened to your message, Nicholas. But hey, Nicholas, I'm about to leave. I think you are in the Discord, but if you're not in the Discord, Nicholas, go ahead and join it. And if you want to chat a little bit more about your friend or anything, like let me know. Or yeah, if you want to chat about whatever. I'm right there with you having mush brain. But you on some other level though, King Troop. Got a project that should be dev complete by this Friday, and then another project due the following week, bro. That's a lot. All right, so are we rating Hey Jay Wilson or not? I am Tahama Dev. No, mi brother, que me voy a ir, mi pana. No, 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 no quiero eso. No quiero eso. Por favor, no. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh, man. This motherfucker, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Te lo valgo, no lo hagas. Listo, listo, listo. Mira, para la próxima vez, cuando tú llegues, te lo debo. Nah. He said I can give it to him on the next stream. So I'm gonna hold on to it. Look, I'm gonna add a sticky note right here. Stickies. I'm gonna say here. You owe I am Tahoma Dev a pickle shot on next stream. Yeah, yo, call. See, look, King Troop. Here's the thing, bro. When I said it, in my head, as yo like that miércoles. Husan, thank you for the follow, my guy. Thank you so much for the follow. Unfortunately, I'm about to leave, but hopefully I get to catch you next time. King Troop, when I said it in my head, I said pause in my head too. And because I thought, damn it, King Troop is gonna say something. Damn. Listo, Tahama Dev. Te lo doy la próxima vez que llego. Okay. All right, let's. Can y'all find somebody else to stream then? To raid? Javi, ¿tienes alguien que le tiramos el raid? Not a lot of people streaming right now, it looks like. Only 537 viewers. That's crazy. Streaming until we hit 1K followers. I mean, that must be close to 1K followers. Oh, they're at 1K followers, so they're about to leave. All right. Let's find somebody else. A ver here. No, ahorita otro día prende stream. Listo. Nah, King Troop, stop, bro. No devs online, only gamers on my side. Hey, this dude looks like he's doing a app, but he's in Spanish. And actually, he's doing it in React. I'm gonna wait. A lot of people in Spanish, not a lot of people in English. Let's see here. Only 4 hours left to finish this jam game. Okay, let's rate them. Let's rate them. Only 4 hours. They call Hyper Game Dev. How about that? Let's rate Hyper Game Dev. Cool. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. Muchísimas gracias. Gracísimos. Thank y'all for the help. Compile Dev, I really appreciate you sending me those suggestions. King Troop, hit me the DM, bro, because I'm gonna go to my room real quick and then set dinner and do a whole bunch of stuff. So I don't want to forget to give you access. Let me know in the Discord, bro. That way I can have that ping and I can remind myself to do it, King Troop. But yeah, for all of you, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate y'all. I will be back on Thursday, hopefully with this fucking shit resolved. But if not, then hopefully y'all can help me out. All right, y'all. Have a great rest of your night. Be safe. Peace.